Hello, class. Your regular teacher, Mr. Proft, couldn't be here today. I'll be substituting for him. My name is Mr. Pennyworth, and today we're going to be talking about the book Llama Llama, Time to Share. In particular, we're going to be talking about the illustrations, those are the pictures in the book, and how the pictures in the book can teach us about what's happening in the story. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to share my screen with you. Boop. So our goals for the day are we're going to be able to participate in a conversation with someone. That means we're going to be talking to someone. And we're going to be using details from the text to explain how and why Llama Llama changes his mind about sharing. Details are little tiny things inside the story that we can point to show us how things are happening. And text is the book. So we're going to be looking at the pictures in the book and figuring out how that can teach us about the character. You remember this part from the story when Nellie Gnu gets a hold of Fuzzy Llama. That's Llama Llama's little toy, and it makes him super duper upset. Look at his face right there. How do you think he feels right there in that picture, seeing Nellie Gnu playing with his favorite toy? Does he look happy? Does he look sad? How do you think he feels right there? You could tell someone, whoever you're sitting with there at home, your grown up, your big brother or sister, someone, how do you think he feels? I think he feels shocked, like kind of afraid, and like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is happening. And then he runs over here. Look how he feels now. He's really upset. Of course, we know from the story that they have a little tug of war over the toy. Look at his face now. That really looks mad, doesn't he? He's really angry. You can tell because his eyebrows are kind of furrowed. His mouth is closed. He looks really, really upset. Nellie Gnu looks kind of surprised and scared because she didn't know what she was doing was going to make him upset. So she seems kind of surprised and shocked. And of course, we know from the story that Llama Llama ends up pulling the arm off his toy, and he takes it to his mom, and his mom agrees to sew the arm back on to the toy. And then she says, I'm going to hold on to the toy while you two guys go and play and find something that you guys can do together. And after they have their little talking to, excuse me, I'm sorry. They try to figure out what they can do to play together. Llama says, maybe we can play tractors. And Nellie says, maybe not. Then Nellie says, I like to play dress up. And Llama's like, no, that doesn't sound fun to me. So they kind of like work together, trying to find something they both like. And in the end, somebody says, let's play the kitchen. Let's play in the kitchen. And they're like, ooh, that sounds like fun. And they go and they start to work in the play kitchen together. And now look at their faces. How do you think they look right now? I think they look happy. Nellie is smiling and she's pretending to wash some dishes. Llama has got a little smile there, and he's pretending to bake a cake together. And then sure enough, there they go. They work together. They build a little cake together. Check out their faces now. Totally happy and smiling. Totally happy and smiling. And then Llama says, what would make this game more fun? And he's kind of like, he has an idea. He goes back, he gets Fuzzy Llama where Fuzzy Llama was and brings him over, and they decide that they're going to share together because they've learned that they can play together and they can share nice. And take a look at her face. She seems really happy. Llama seems really happy. So because they learned to play together, they made playing a lot more fun. That's kind of a cool story. I enjoy that. I know Mr. Proft likes it too. So let's take a look at this this picture. And this is what you're going to be doing right now for your Google Classroom work. We're going to take a look at these two kiddos in the picture here. What are they doing? Are they sharing something? How do you think they feel about what they're doing? And how do you know? How do you know what they're feeling right now? So you're going to find someone at home. You're going to tell them the answer to those questions. You're going to tell them what those kiddos are doing. Are they sharing? And how do you think they feel about that? Then afterwards, I want you to draw and label a picture that shows you and a friend sharing something together. And how can you do the drawing so that it shows how you guys are feeling? What can you do to the drawing that will let the reader know how you're feeling? Okay, so that is what you're going to be doing today. I'll go ahead and stop sharing my screen if I can. Oop, there we go. All right. Well, I will tell Mr. Proft that you guys did an excellent job today. Thank you for listening, and Mr. Proft will be back with you tomorrow.